Channel Africa reporter Michael Mbewe covered the elections in Malawi and now joins us. Michael, good afternoon, good evening rather. Thank you so much for your time, really do appreciate it. Mutharika is quite advanced in age and many had accused him of campaigning along tribal lines and winning the election along tribal lines. Was that reflected on the ground?
Unfortunately, good evening to you, Oliver, and good evening to for viewers. Thank you so much for the opportunity. And unfortunately, that was not the issue on the ground when we, to us who witnessed, the elections on the ground. What I can say is that the people, because of the level of despair and then mistrust with the past, administration, they had to choose between whether, a change or this person is old, or whether we have to continue with the current regime. But it looked like it's about racial lines. But if you look at it, the Malawi Congress Party, whose president was the incumbent, Lazarus Chakwera, in the central region, that's where we are based as well. But if you look at the vote turnouts and then the votes that he received, it showed you that it's no longer about this is one of our own. It was about, we just need change because of the issues on the ground, Oliver. So, yeah, that's how the old man made it to the highest, office.
So Mutharika, who is from Lomwe in the south, was able to get votes from the Malawi party in Chewa in the central part of Malawi. That shift, was it a shift along a vote of no confidence in Chakwera, or is it because the incumbent, now Mutharika, had a better promise, had better policies, and had a better offering for the Malawian electorate?
Well, let's take note that this is the second term for him. He once presided in one term. So for many, when they compare to when Chakwera took over under the collusion government with Tonse Alliance, the one that you will recall, its president was the vice president Saulos Chilima, who passed away through that aircraft accident mysteriously. So with that being in mind, Malawi has been going through a lot of challenges economically. One of those being the shortage of fuel, but also the forex exchange, whereby Malawi is not able to import enough goods when you compare with its GDP. So there's a lot of economic issues that people are going through. Businesses, many of them are closing shop because of a cost of making business is very expensive. It's unaffordable. The also levels of the inflation, it's skyrocketing every day. I think now it's running up to 20 plus, percent. So making things very, difficult on the ground. The shortage of fuel being one of those that has been, exacerbating, the economic issues in Malawi for about now 3 to 4 years, Oliver. So those are the issues that people on the ground are saying we need the incoming government with the president-elect Mutharika to look at economic issues like you heard in that clip where Kaya was reporting. Those are the things that he has mentioned, that economic stability would be one of them, so that the people can have a affordable life on the ground, Oliver.
Yeah. One of the things that he has promised is an infrastructure program to be able to turn around the economic fortunes of the country, but also to lift many people out of poverty and, of course, stabilize the currency, but also re-kickstart industries in Malawi. Realistically, can he deliver that in the next 5 years?
Everything will go about reforms and, economic and institutional repair. Where Malawi economy is fragile and state institutions face credibility challenges. So rebuilding signals and agenda of restoring stability and functionality are one of those things that the president-elect has to look at. And then political reconciliation the language also carries a reconciliatory undertone. Elections in Malawi often deepen divisions by emphasizing rebuilding. Mutharika gestures towards unity, signaling that he seeks to move beyond campaign rivalries. That's why he even, in his speech there saying that, it's not time for revenge. It's time to forget, and so that we can move on and then together as a unit, as a collective, try and rebuild, reform so that economic prosperity can be, expanded to those who have been, marginalized the most, the poor. But on the ground, as I mentioned in the beginning, Oliver, so that when we spoke to the people, the levels of, delusion, hopelessness, but they were eager to say, we will wake up in the morning and then go and vote. But you can also look at the voter apathy that we also discovered is that Malawi has about 22 million people, Oliver, and then out of that 7 million registered, only about 5 million came to vote. So it tells you about, voter apathy that we are seeing now in our region, in the SADC region.
Yeah, well, we're going to have to leave it there. Thank you so much for your time and your insights, Michael. Really do appreciate it. Michael Mbewe with Channel Africa, giving us some insights to the elections that took place in Malawi.